Hello world, it's Uber Al coming to you today. It's November 22nd from the beautiful small town of Chilton, Wisconsin. Chilton, Wisconsin, small town of about 3,700 people. County seat of Calumet County here. Yeah, it's about 30 miles, 35 miles south of Green Bay, about 75 miles north of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and roughly about 30 miles west of Manitowoc, Wisconsin, which sits on Lake Michigan. The town was formed in about 1845. A former slave named Moses Stanton and his wife Catherine. They established a grist mill here, and that was the founding of the town. Their mill was bought out in about 1850s. Englishmen ended up buying the town. They wanted the town named actually Chilton. When they applied for the name, it was misspelled and ended up being Chilton, Wisconsin, or so goes one of the stories of the town's name founding. Otherwise, they say it was named after some place near Oxford, England, named Chilton. And here, a little park here, beautiful little mural of the town, depicting the history of the town. Mr. Stanton here, his wife, runaway slave, and she was a Native American. And they're the ones that founded the town. There's a sign here above the trash cans here. It tells you a little bit about what's going on here. And we're just going to take a little walk through the downtown. They actually have a kind of separated downtown, so we're going to walk up here to this church, and then we're going to go to the other part of their downtown because there's some houses in between. And just take a little walk through here. The town is primarily a farming community. Said it's about 3,700 people. Demographic is about 95% white, about 0.2% African American, as well as Native American, and the rest is pretty much mixed Latino or other races. There's quite a few Latinos out here, as it is a farming community. This town is actually pretty nice. They have quite a few restaurants, stores out here. Got everything you would need for a town this size. They have a Walmart super center, community center. I do believe they have a historical museum here. There's quite a few different businesses out here. Furniture store, O'Reilly's Auto Parts. It's just about anything that you would need in a small town this size. Also a couple other towns around here of New Holstein and Kiel, which aren't far from here, which kind of adds to the population of the area, and I guess other things to do out this way. As far as recreation, they do have Lake Winnebago, which is not too far from here. Great area to fish. It's the largest inland lake of Wisconsin. It is just west of here, only a few miles west of here. You do have Lake Michigan, which is 30 miles from here. There is the Kettle Moraine North Unit, which is just south of town here. You can go camping, shooting, hiking, fishing, boating, whatever you want to do, ATVing. There's a couple other parks around here. There's Stockbridge Park. There's High Cliff Park, some other parks around here where you can go explore caves and trails and hiking, biking. They also have the Manitowoc River, which runs through the town here. It's good for kayaking and canoeing. They do still have some, what appears to be some grain elevators and industry here around the town here. So, I mean, there is farm work out here. It's not a very far commute to the larger cities of Appleton and Green Bay. It said it's about 30 miles away to each city. Green Bay is a little further. And Appleton, I mean, they have everything you need. They even have high-end shopping there. They have a Macy's and everything in that town. So, if you really wanted that big city life and get away from it all, this might be a decent town for you to live in. I've looked online, houses around town here started about $235,000, go up to about $500,000. Really pleasant place to raise a family. There is a lot to do out here. They call this area the Holy Land. If you're into religion and stuff, there's a lot of monasteries and towns like St. Anne's, St. Cloud, Mount Calvary, Brothertown, St. Nazianz. Just a bunch of religious towns out this way. A lot of Amish out this way. So you're definitely able to find Amish products, baked goods and stuff like that out here. Not too sure about the restaurant scene here in Chilton. I do know that they do have a variety of restaurants. There's ethnic foods out here, Mexican, Asian food. I've only had the ice cream shop here, so I really couldn't tell you. I know they do have quite a few supper clubs, and they're known for that out in this area, so I'm sure you can definitely find yourself a great meal and a great night out. It's pretty much the nightlife out here is bars and supper clubs. Or you go to the big city. I don't know what they have for festivals and stuff in town here, but I'm sure a town this size around the 4th of July and sometime throughout the summer and maybe even the winter or fall, they definitely have some kind of festivals out here. I'm going to stop right up here and we're going to go a little bit further on where the grain elevator's up here, because there's like another section of downtown. Where downtown kind of, like I said, it's in two parts. I do believe it's because they annexed the part that was called Gainesville. I have to look that up. 1 second on that. Graysville was an annexation to the town, so that might be the explanation for having a kind of a split downtown here. The other section that you'll see in a minute is not as lively as up here with the shops and small mom and pop stores. It's pretty much old buildings that could use some restoration, to be honest. I'm just gonna walk up here to this stately little house. See this nice church here. There's quite a few churches around town here. Post office across the way. And we got the parish office and nice stately little house here. I don't think it's open for tours or anything, it's just a private residence, but some pretty nice houses around town here. So we're going to shut this video off here, make our way to the other part of downtown and continue on with the video here. I'll show you this nice little house here. We'll get back to downtown. So as we're making our way to the rest of downtown over here, you can see it's kind of residential. Kind of splits where we were just at with the actual downtown here on Main Street. But as you're going to see here in their downtown, it's really not much down in this area. Everything's more back up where we were just at. Get over here in a second. So as you see, as we come into their downtown, a lot of their storefronts are boarded up or covered up. Not much going in their actual downtown here. More grain elevators down here. I do still believe that they're still in use, as the railroad still comes through here. It still utilizes and picks up grain from the areas. It is a farming community. Really not sure how their school system is down here. I'm sure it's quite better than what you would get in Milwaukee public schools. But that's just a quiet little town up here in central Wisconsin. Central eastern Wisconsin here. Definitely a nice place to raise your kids, raise a family. Cost of living is pretty low here. There are things to do around town, even though it's pretty dead right here in this part of the downtown. Definitely could use some fixing up, some TLC, but still a great place to be in Wisconsin. I'm just gonna walk up here to the railroad tracks. I did see some new development. It was in the beginning of the video that there were some new apartments that they did put in downtown here. As far as new houses, I'm sure in the outskirts of town there's some suburbs and stuff. A little patch of snow on the ground still. Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a great, blessed day. Everyone's staying blessed, staying safe. I'm going to be doing a lot more towns in this area, as my son lives up right around here, close to this town, and be up here visiting him throughout the holidays, and he'll be down by us, but we'll be coming up here. It's probably going to be the gist of most of my videos for the rest of the year is small town Wisconsin and Michigan. So if you're into little towns, don't mind taking walks through little historic places, this is the channel to watch, because I'll be taking you to them. Nice little building here in the end. We'll wrap this up right here. That's going to do it for old Chilton, Wisconsin. If you ever get the chance and you're in the area, come check it out. County seat of Calumet. 3,700 people. Some things to do around here. Central House. And some more grain elevators. Hope you all have a good day. Stay blessed out there. Thanks for watching the channel. Super Al, taking you places. Here we are at the Chilton Walmart, which is probably the hub of the town. See, it's quite busy here. A lot of new development out this way. As you can see, there's still another industry over that way. So there are jobs out here. A lot of farm jobs. A lot of new housing. Definitely a vibrant area. They do have a technical college out here too that you can go to. There are things to do out here. Places to work. Place to shop. Chilton, Wisconsin.